Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of the 0 to 100k challenge with Lifestyle Entrepreneur, where we're going to take you from £0 in your pocket up to £100,000 in the bank within 12 months. Now, we're following this journey with you, and if you've already subscribed to our YouTube channel, you would have seen episodes 1 to 3. 1 was free money, episode 2 was return to sender, episode 3 was the house overhaul. And all of these episodes are strategies within the hustle phase. Now, what we're trying to do in the hustle phase is just get runs on the board, cash in the bank, and it's all about getting to the build phase. So we need a lump of cash to start to invest, start to do other more in-depth strategies where we're going to make a lot more money a lot faster. So we'll get stuck in. And episode 4, we're going to be looking at sell what you know. Now, this is a strategy that will be different for every single person, but what it essentially is how do you take something that you know how to do and monetize it? Now, that could be creating YouTube content. That's unfortunately, it takes a long time to make money from that, but it could be that. It could be social media management. It could be social media content creation. It could be building spreadsheets, but that if you have a skill in one of those things, you can monetize it and you can do it short term to make a bit of cash in order to build the business quicker. Now, some people do this stage and they realize actually they've got a bit of a niche there and they might be able to make a lot of money from it and they continue it. Fantastic, it just means there's more cash going into the business. But what we're going to do is we're going to take you through how do you sell something that you know and where can you go to do those things. So we'll head over to Google first of all. So there's a couple of websites that you need to be aware of where you can take these skills and turn them into cash. The first one we're going to look at is people per hour. Now, what people per hour is a website where freelancers can go and list things they're good at and then people can pitch for their work or ask them to do work for them. Or you can just bid on work that's available. Basically, any job that comes up. So a job could be listed to build a spreadsheet for a finance company that needs certain formulas. If you know how to do that, they will pay you a fixed rate for you to deliver that. So that's one option. Or the other one is you obviously list a profile, you put some time and effort into it, but we're just trying to get runs on the board, cash in the bank so we can invest a little bit more later. So here's people per hour, but I Googled it for a specific reason, and that's because if we look up here, we've got freelancer.com, we've got Fiverr.com, and we've got upwork.com. These are all platforms where you can do exactly the same thing. Get signed up to them all, and then get your skills listed. So if we go up to people per hour, let's see what we can see without logging in. So make bright ideas happen, access global talent and freelancers on the web, 1 million businesses worldwide, so trusted by 1 million businesses. They've already got the credibility for people to come to them. You just need to deliver a project. So if we post a project, it will give you an idea of the type of things that you could do. So let's have a look. So we've got technology and programming. So if you're into coding, writing, if you're good at English, you've got a good eye for detail, writing and translation. If you speak 2 languages, you could do that. Design, if you're good at things like Canva or social media design, you could do that. You've got digital marketing, again, social media, video, photo and images. If you're good at editing, Photoshop, computers, you can do that. Business, there'll be some strategy stuff in there. You can go and work with companies on their strategy. Music and audio, singing, whatever it is that you do. You could potentially do some backing singing. You could do some voiceovers, depends what you're into. Marketing and branding, and then social media. So along the same sort of lines. Now, they're the categories within this. And then, so if you imagine all of the things that are covered, that's what people are going to be doing. Now, what I'm not going to do is go through and show you how to apply for jobs. It's very intuitive. You don't need me to take you through it. You don't need me to teach you how to suck eggs. But there is a strategy that you could do here if you're a good manager and a good leader. So if you've got time and you can get people to do things accurately, on time, to a deadline, what you can do is work between these platforms. So, prime example would be, say there's an advert for marketing, branding, or sales. Someone wants a logo created. What you can do is take their advert and what they're looking for and post a similar advert on, let's say, Fiverr.com. So, Fiverr.com. you could do the same thing. So if you're on here and someone has posted a job for a logo design and they're willing to pay £180 for a brand new logo with the vector files, with everything ready to go, you can go on Fiverr and you can list a job for £150 for someone to do exactly the same. As long as you win this job and then recruit someone on this website, you can be the middleman between the two and make sure, as long as you're delivering exactly what the customer wants, you can then deliver and make the piece in the middle for that management. So that is a strategy that would allow you, if you didn't have a talent that you could exploit or you didn't have something that's listed on these websites, you can quite easily take somebody else's skill, and by using a little bit of management, you can make that money in the middle. So take a look at the websites. It's a very short episode like this, but it's a very lucrative market. We've actually won some work on this with a private client, so I'm going to be doing some Amazon listings for a client, and we're charging them online. It'd probably cost them £1,000. We're charging them £400 to optimize one of their listings. For them, the revenue they could make on top of, so the knowledge we have on Amazon, which is what we teach in our Lifestyle Entrepreneur Accelerator program, their listing will probably make an additional 20% revenue based on the things we're going to do for them. They're getting a deal, they're only paying £400. They're probably going to make that tenfold in the next 10 months. But for us, we're getting £400 in the bank in the hustle phase. So we are ready to move on to then the build phase, which will be next week's episode. So thank you very much for tuning in. Those websites again were People Per Hour, Fiverr, Upwork and Freelancer. Get on there, have a look, see what you can do. If you have any questions, drop them into the comments below. Head over to our community on Facebook with the link in the bio. And if you haven't done already, make sure you download our transaction tracker. We're just going to update ours now with, so this was optimize listings on Amazon. The cost for us to deliver is time. There's no cost financially. But for that one, once we've delivered it, that's going to make us £400. Put the penny in to make sure that the ROI calculates itself. There we go. Look at that ROI. Absolutely massive. And remember, when we come to ROI, the ROI, return on investment, is going to be absolutely stonking at the moment, but the profit is going to be quite low. Because a lot of this stuff is either free or stuff that we're selling. But as we go into the build phase, that ROI will drop, but the profit will increase, and we'll take you through that afterwards. So we'll fill this in, we'll make sure this is up to date. We're also going to sell some more of our services, and we will show you those on our end of month update, where we take you through all of the money that we've made, where we are in the 12-month plan, and then we'll get moved on to the build phase. So thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you have liked and subscribed. Drop us a comment and let us know how you're getting on and any questions you've got. And we will see you in next week's episode as we move in to the build phase.